Welcome again to this wonderful autumnal day. Beautiful weather. I'm outside because who wants to be inside on a day like this? It's the 6th of November and the second day of our second lockdown, in my opinion dubiously based on some dodgy statistics. Well, most statistics are a bit dodgy, aren't they, anyway? Anyway, here we are, and I'm enjoying the sunshine. Now, today I'm going to talk about an item that I purchased a couple of weeks ago in a charity shop in my local town, and it's the Olympus robe MP3 player. And I saw this on the shelf and I thought, I've never seen that before, I wonder what that is, and I took it down, and it's a 5 gigabyte hard disk MP3 player, and early 2000s it was produced by Olympus. It didn't last very long. It was soon taken off the market because it was superseded by solid state devices, of course, but I thought that was interesting for £8, so I bought it, and everything was in the box as it should have been. And when I got home I did an eBay search, and I was delighted to find that these things are now selling between £60 and £300 from various sellers. So I thought, well, I've done all right there, and I'll have a look at it and share it on my YouTube channel, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Now, I'm not going to do it out here because it is a bit chilly and I don't have a table or anything, so we're going to go indoors, and I'm just going to do all this by photography. I'm going to look at all the elements of it and describe how the thing works. It's good points and it's somewhat awful points as well. I know I should be in the workshop now doing the repairs that I've been given to do, but I'm waiting for spares for some of them, and for a speaker and from some other bits and pieces. So I thought I'd use this as a little interim YouTube video before I go back in my workshop. So let's go indoors and let's get started on looking at this rather strange robe MP3 player. See you there. The robe was a rather odd device produced by Olympus early in 2004, and in fact production ended on November the 9th 2005, so it didn't last very long. Its display was rather odd. It had a Synaptic touchpad for the controls that glowed red where the sensitive bits were, and the entire screen was 160 pixels wide and 128 pixels high. So let's have a look in the box. It came with a CD with the software on it to transfer data from your PC to the device. It came with the device itself and a soft carry case, a mains adapter, 5 volts, a caddy in which you could insert the device, that you could charge it from the in the caddy, and you could also connect it to the PC, although you could connect it directly, a rather poor set of earpods, and an extensive instruction manual in many languages. It's worth pointing out at this stage that the connecting cable, although it's a USB at one end, is a very unique cable, and it has a special plug on the other for connecting to the device, so woe betide you if you lose it. So let's have a look at this stuff in a little bit more detail. It came with a manual and in lots of languages, which gave basic instructions how to use it. This one also had included the registration document, now slightly out of date. The device itself felt rather nice in the hand. It was a fairly heavy, solid looking thing, metal back with a plastic front. Interestingly, it used the same Portal player, the PP5020 CPU, as the iPod mini used. After screen timeout, the display became entirely black. On the underside of the device you can see the docking socket for the caddy, and the socket where you can connect the USB cable directly to your PC. On the left hand side of the device you can see the hold switch to lock any action that might be taking place, and also the headphone socket and the remote socket. The remote came as an optional extra. On the top of the device you can see the power on off switch. A little bit difficult to access, I found, but I suppose you get used to it. The data cable supplied has a USB at one end and a fairly unique
connection at the other, which plugs either into the cradle or the device itself, you have to depress a little switch on the side to disengage it. Next we have the standard UK connection cable. The device did come with a European type connector as well. The charge adapter supplied is 5 volts. The unit takes about 3 hours to fully charge, and it can only be charged through the cradle. The cradle itself has a socket on the top to slot the device into to charge and to transfer data, and on the back it has the power socket and the unique connector for the USB cable. And this shot shows the USB charging data transfer cable and the power cable plugged into the caddy. And here we have the ear pods. Very strange arrangement. Only a short cable on the ear pods themselves, but it does come with an extension cable which you have to plug into the device in order to get enough length to listen to music. And finally, the CD-ROM. This contains the software you need to transfer music from your external source to your computer in order to transfer it to the device itself. You cannot drag and drop on this device. It has to be done through the software provided. And now we come to charging. This shows the device connected to the PC via the USB cable, and as you can see in this condition, it is charging. It can also be charged, of course, through the direct connection to the mains adapter. I don't propose to go through every step of transferring data, but first of all you have to install the software, then you have to select the device from your opening screen, and once you've done that, you're presented with the menus which allow you to select what you want to do, either import from an external source like a CD, from your own music collection, but all that has to be put into the software provided before you can start any transfers to your device. It is also possible to transfer photographs to the device, but I haven't tried that. What they would look like on that screen, I have no idea. When the device is transferring data, you get this "Do not disconnect" message. Once the device is set up, you have many options for how you listen to your music and how you customize your device. I don't propose to go through them all now because there are very many and numerous. But here are just a few example screens of the different configurations you can set the device up in. I don't recommend you doing it in sunlight. You just simply will not see the screen. But hey ho. So lastly, apologies for the terrible picture, but I did try going on to the Olympus website and this is all I got. This site is no longer available. Thank you very much for your support. Well, the website may no longer be available and the devices may no longer be in production, but on eBay they can still fetch a small fortune. And as I've said, I've seen them up to £300, £350. They are now collector's items. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching this video on the Olympus music wardrobe. That still makes me laugh. On the M robe, can't get your tongue around it, can't you, somehow? Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. I've learned a lot more about this device now, and like so many devices that are no longer in production, this one has become rather a collector's item. I don't think I'm going to keep it. It's something I will never use, and it's going to be put in a cupboard somewhere and found in years' time. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it, but it was nice to buy it, and it was nice to have the experience of finding out about it. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed it, please give me a like, and any comments will be welcome. Thank you to all my subscribers. I'm now looking forward to another 2 and a bit weeks of lockdown
not, and I will be back with you again soon. I intend to be in the workshop very soon now, probably tomorrow, and getting on with some of the jobs there. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.